mean, we are in most of the supermarkets in the country. When you go to Safeway, Alfihaj, name it, King Baker's, Haywell, you could find us in all those places, and some of the little shops that you.
Greetings viewers, welcome to another exciting episode of Business in Africa here on African Renaissance TV Network with me, Mohamed M. Sidiba. Well, today we are here at Bakau to have an interview with the founder and CEO of Yaxare Tea, Herbal Tea. Of course, these are products that are being manufactured, of course, grown and manufactured in the Gambia here. Madam Fatma Danjai, welcome to Business in Africa.
Thank you very much, Mohamed. Pleasure being interviewed by your TV.
Thank you so much. Thank you for accepting our invitation. Now, we'll try to make a base for our discussion. You can take us through who Fatmata is, for the benefit of our viewers to know who you are.
Yeah, like you said, I'm Fatmata Njai, the founder of Yaxare, a herbal tea processing company in the Gambia here. I'm a native Gambian, a Gambian born here. I was born and raised here, though I've been outside a little bit. I schooled here, did my high school and everything here. And yeah, basically that is me. I also have kids.
Yeah, that's quite a good one. I think we have a base for that.
Yeah.
Now you are an entrepreneur. Of course, every entrepreneurship, every business venture comes with it starts from an inspiration. So what is the inspiration behind the formation of Yaxare?
Yes, I came back to the Gambia in 2017. So I attended the Emprotech training here. I mean, before coming back, I've been doing some little bit of cosmetics. So when I attended the Emprotech training here, I also met some other people who were actually interested in venturing into business. So I trained them into making cosmetics, basically soap making. And then we actually built our venture. We created an association. Some of them have actually developed their own businesses. So in the long run, before the tea came, I'm actually a tea lover. I love drinking tea. So there was just a day I was thinking, okay, there's this herb that we normally consume. Basically, the Sarahulis, I'm a Sarahuli by tribe. Yeah, so the herb is called vetiver. This is consumed a lot by the Sarahulis, and not only Sarahulis, but Mandinkas also, and some other tribes who usually take it because of its benefits, and it's usually given to married women and brides to consume it because of the aftermath benefits that they gain. So I was thinking, what is okay, I'm always drinking tea, but I've never seen a tea that is made out of vetiver. So I had a discussion with my elder sister, and then and she was like, yeah, how come nobody ever thought about this? So so that's how I went into on the internet. I've never made tea bags before. I never knew how to make tea bags, but I was just wondering how come nobody ever thought of this. So I went on YouTube, started searching how to make tea bags from scratch, because I knew that making a whole I cannot be competitive with the established businesses, but I need to look for a simple way to start from.
Sure.
So with that, I had to go on the internet to look for how to make tea bags manually, how to start it from scratch. Yeah, so that's how I actually started. I ordered some tea rolls. I had someone here they helped me with some designs and also helped me ordering some of the packagings. Yeah, so I started in my living room, did some samples. Yeah, and then I sent some to some of my sisters. That's how people saw it, and then they're wondering, okay, this is a new thing.
That's a good one. So every business starts from small. You start small,
yes.
Bit by bit, then you grow. Now the name Yaxare. Well, how does that come about?
Yeah, so Yaxare, the inspiration also came from, because I'm a woman. Yaxare means woman in Sarahule.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and then when I started working with women, and also some other women groups in countries. So that's how the name formed. It was not Yaxare directly, it was Yaxara. It's a bit long. That means maybe feminine, because I started with the female tea, which is normally consumed by women. So I saw, okay, yes, this the combination of all of this, I had to name it Yaxare just to give it one word that people could also pronounce.
That's very interesting. Yaxare, at first, you know, it was somehow difficult for me to pronounce it, because I was trying to pronounce the X, you know, instead of, you know, but now, you know, herbal, you know, products, most of the time they comes with benefits, they comes with, you know, health benefit, even though there might be, you know, some other side effects towards it. Now, you know, what are some of the benefits that your products have? Let's take example, the wonjo. What are some of the health benefits that you know, you get from the tea?
Yeah, I mean, we have the teas, they have numerous benefits. Each herbal tea has its own benefits. Like the wonjo, for example, it helps with cholesterol. It also helps when it comes to the reduction of fats into the body. You know, here we just consume wonjo because, okay, it's a juice, and then they tend to put some extra juices inside. For me personally, I don't like wonjo with juice. I just think the raw wonjo. If I need to add sugar, I just put a little bit of it and then I drink it that way. So I would want to gain the benefit, but not the sweetness of it. Though it's sweet that way, but the mindset here is that you have to combine it with certain sweets which are very bad. But if you want to gain the herbal aspect of it and the benefits of it, you have to drink it raw. Yeah. So, but basically the other teas as well, the kinkilibas, they're good for stomach ache. They're good for. We have teas that are good for diabetes. Like we have moringa also, which it's said that it cures. I mean, it prevents up to 300 diseases in the body. So these are herbs that have numerous benefits that we could actually prevent.
I think the wonjo will be my favorite.
Yes.
You know, I've actually been taking the tea from you know, from someone behind the camera there. You know, he's a lover of tea, of course. And then, you know, I've taken the tea from him, and then I was like, well, I have to interview the one that is producing this in the Gambia. Now, you know, value addition and manufacturing, they are very important in economic development.
Exactly.
So, you know, what do you think, you know, how important is value addition and manufacturing, you know, as far as economic development?
It is very important because we have so many resources here that we are not actually making use of. You see, there are so many products that are imported in the country that we could actually make here. So with these herbs, before, you could see that people just go into the market and then just buy the raw form, boil them, and then start consuming them. But there are people internationally, I mean, other countries are actually doing the innovative part of it and then exporting them outside. I mean, when you go to the supermarkets now outside, you will see all these moringas there, but where are they sourcing them? They are sourcing them from here. So when it comes to economic development, innovation is very important. So this is how, I mean, when we started with a Ziploc bag, but we thought, okay, to get to the standard, to also get to the standard of exporting, we need to get a proper packaging to get that standard to be able to sell into supermarkets and other markets as well.
That's quite important. I will you know, I will have come into the, you know, the exporting aspect of it. You know, what are you guys, you know, trying to do in order to expand your production and, of course, you know, export to other countries?
Yes, I mean, it's been a long journey. And like I said, we started back in 2019 gradually. Getting access to the export market is also difficult because it requires, they have their requirements. You need to work on certain certifications before you get there. Your products also needs to be standardized. You also need to get certain standards before you are able to get access to those markets. So basically right now we're actually exporting a little bit, but to the local markets. You know, we also have African markets down there. We also have distributors who are actually Africans who are selling. So that is the stage that we are right now. I mean, it's not bad. It's bringing us income, but we need to. There are so many things that we need to work on before getting into the bigger supermarkets that we want to get to.
Yeah, indeed. That's a good one. You know, that's really, you know, impressive, and I believe, you know, our viewers will be impressed. They will be inspired by the activities of Yaxare. Now, you know, we will move into, you know, some of, you know, operating business in any part of the world is really challenging. There are challenges that you face, you know, as far as you are growing as a business. What are some of the challenges that you have encountered, you know, at the beginning and, you know,
I mean, business always comes with challenges. I mean, we face numerous challenges, but I mean, if you have to look into the challenges, you will always give up. You won't move.
That's definitely.
So, I mean, one of the challenges as entrepreneurs we mentioned is always finance. So, but this I always put aside because it's a general challenge that everybody is facing. So, one thing that I think is much difficult here, operating a business here, is that us as Africans or Gambians, we don't believe in the products that we make. So this is one of the bigger challenges that we encounter here. I always say this: when people believe in your products, and then when people see that this is ours and start supporting it, you don't even have to think about exporting outside. Because when you look into the population here, we have 2.5 million people, and if every bit of person starts consuming this, so based on the capacity that we have, we will even be running out of stock. Yeah. So, but the problem is that as Africans and as Gambians, we don't see value in what we make here. We always see value in products that are coming from outside. Yes, we believe that products that are made outside are way made better than what we have here. Rather, we have products that are very good here, and then these people bring in the products outside. They are sourcing it from Africa here. What they do is just a value addition outside. Yeah. So this I always speak in my interviews.
Most of the time there is a little bit of a difficult competition between our products and the products that are being imported into the country.
Yes.
This I believe it can be linked to the cost of production and then the machinery. How they are able to produce more. Is there any competition that you have with those that
definitely. I mean, the people outside, I mean, they are already structured businesses. They have their machines, everything they have. For us here, we have to source packaging from outside. So we don't have big companies here who produce packagings. So if you have to outsource the packaging outside, bringing it here, it's costly. And then you have to look into the shipping, which we have to do. So for them already, they have their machines who are actually producing these packagings that they are looking for. So they don't, and then they are also producing in larger scale. So for us, we are just doing small scale, which is quite expensive. So if you are selling in tons, you wouldn't be worried about how much to price your products. Even if you sell at $50, you will still get your product. But compared to us selling in hundreds and thousands, you cannot compare that. So if you have to, it's
and if you want to sell it, if you want to sell the price that they are selling will be you might go into loss.
Exactly.
Well, the discussion is very interesting, but then we'll take our first commercial break, and then we are back. We continue from there. Welcome back from that short commercial break. If you're just joining us, this is Business in Africa here on African Renaissance TV Network with me, Mohammed M. Sidba. Well, to continue our discussion, I'm here with Fatmata Njai, of course, the founder and CEO of Yaxare Herbal Tea. Welcome back from that short commercial.
Thank you very much, Mohammed.
Now, moving on, we want to know how you source your, the raw material. Because most of the time, these herbal products are not being produced for commercial businesses or commercial farming. How do you source your raw material?
Yeah, I mean, like I said previously, we collaborate with women farmers. We have women up countries, we have women around Brikama, and then we also signed an MOU with an organization not long ago. They have a group of women, so they are the ones that supply us with the raw materials that we need, because we also, I mean, based on standard procedures, we cannot just go to the market and be buying products like that. We need to get products from a certain entity or a certain group for traceability. Yeah, so in case if anything happens, you could be able to easily trace where the product is coming from. Yeah, so basically working with these women also, it means that we are also supporting them, because they also have difficulty selling their produces. Sometimes they face post-harvest loss, which is something that we are actually trying to cover for them.
That's a good one. I may say that would be, it would be a way of Yaxare, helping the society,
exactly. adding giving back, yes,
into the economic development of the country. Now, to the next question, it's related to that, but then, what are some of the things that, you are doing, to help the society, to help the economy, and also, to help the people around?
Yeah, basically one of them is what I just mentioned, and the second is we are creating employment for the youths. When you look into the team that I have here, they are all youths. Most of them are below 25, most of them are below 30. So basically those are the people that I work with in the factory here. We also have our agents outside who come and buy the products, and not really buy, but then we give them the products to go and sell, and then we pay them on monthly basis. So I mean, this is actually based. I mean, we are giving back to the country. We are creating employment for the people.
They're definitely giving back to the society.
Society, yeah. So developing this business, we are paying our taxes, we are paying our social security. So with all of this, is basically adding to the development of the country.
Most definitely, this is general business. So business always, they provide that economic advancement to the country. Now, sustainability is a problem in the Gambia. Not only in the Gambia, but most of the business in Africa, they lack the sustainability. What are some of the the sustainability strategies that you have to ensure that the business is sustained for the next 20, 50, even 100 years to come?
Yeah, so I mean, when you say sustainability, it's a broad question, because we have sustainability in different ways. But when you say sustainability in sustaining the business, is one of the things that I always mention is consistency. When you start something, you need to be consistent with it. You need to add passion to it. And one thing also is that it requires investment to grow. So for our products, we make sure that, I mean, when you look into businesses here, you could see that someone will start a business making tea, and then the next day the person will be doing churagetta, or the person will be adding all those products in it. So what I always say, how would you actually make the tea to grow if you're actually venturing into something else which requires another investment? So we made sure that, okay, even if we are increasing our flavors, we still stick that we are only making tea bags. So that's how we started growing from the bedroom to getting into a small shop and renting a compound. Then we were able to build this space for ourselves to start working in.
Well, that's impressive.
Yes, yeah. So we were able to build this place for ourselves. So this all happened because we are sustained. We actually thought of, okay, we need to build the tea. We don't just want to venture into something else whilst the tea didn't grow. We have this ambition that we want to get into the sub-region as well, not just only sell in the Gambia, but also into other African countries that are surrounding us. Yeah, so part of the sustainability, yes. And then we also make sure that our packagings are up to standard, that, okay, if people see it, they will still want to buy our products. We don't want to sell someone something and at the end of the day they will say, this product is not good, why don't we go and try something else? But we tend to create this niche that if you take our products, you will always want to have it again.
You want to come back.
Yes. So
that's a good point for every business.
Exactly. Quality
for every business. It really matters. That's what keeps the customers with you.
Exactly.
Now, going into marketing, what are some of the challenges that you are facing as far as marketing is concerned? Because we've observed most of the time marketing, like you mentioned earlier on, it's a bit of an issue, as far as businesses that are competing with goods that are being imported into the country.
Yeah, so I mean, we have been consistent when it comes to marketing, especially social media, where the errand is actually everybody's on social media. So we are active on Instagram, on Facebook. This is where most of our customer base are. So this we have been doing since we started non-stop. Also, I mean, we do, like I said, we have sales agents also who go door to door, trying to advertise the product to the people, to explain to them the benefits and why they should buy the product. Yeah, so I mean, it's a big challenge because you have to educate the people about the benefits of this product. Because when you show them the product, they'll be like, we have this product in the market, why should I buy the tea? But what I always say, we are buying these products in the market, but we don't actually know the quantity that we have to consume. This we did its research, how much quantity a body needs to consume. When you go to the hospitals, my sister is a nurse, she's always telling me people are having issues with herbal medicine because they tend to consume it, they don't even know the type, what it's actually curing. But we have this mindset that, okay, this is a herb, let me just boil it and drink it, but you don't even know the quantity that you have to.
That wants to bring me to my next question, which is, in the Gambia here, we herbal medicines or herbal teas, like you've mentioned, these are materials, these are leaves that we buy from from the market, and then we boil it and drink it. These have been in our life for years.
Yes.
It has been in the lives of Gambians. So how do you tend to balance the modernization of it and then the heritage of consuming them?
Yes, with all these herbs that we are selling, there are research done about it already when you go on the internet, and then you would see the daily consumptions about it. So for us, we did our proper research about all of this, and then we know the dose that somebody has to take when you're consuming them. So this, we did a much emphasis on it, that okay, with this one, this is the quantity that we need to produce, and then this is the quantity that the person has to consume. So, I mean, herbal medicines are good, but we shouldn't just take a pack and then just boil and drink, but rather we don't even know what it cures. So this we do part of our marketing. We sensitize them on the amount they have to consume based on the tea that they're actually consuming. For example, the monjo, the moringa. So every tea that we have, basically our teas are 2 grams per pack. So this is the maximum that you could consume in every herb that we have here.
What is the prospect? What are you looking at, to be in the next, 2, 3, 4 years, as far as Yaxare is concerned?
Yes, we would like to grow. Like I said, we want to be seen in these international supermarkets outside. We would like to expand into the sub-region. We wouldn't want to be only in the Gambia here. And then we would want Yaxare to be a household name, that in every household that you go to, you would see one of our tea boxes there that they are consuming on a daily basis.
And I'm sure very soon you reach to that stage.
Hopefully.
Now, I've seen that you've been awarded, in 2022 as the Entrepreneur of the Year, Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Yes.
I just, if not late, congratulations on that
Thank
award.
you.
Now, how does that award, impact your business, your activities as an entrepreneur?
Yes, it does. If you are recognized as an entrepreneur, it's actually a very big motivation to my business. The application was out, and then I applied. I thought that there would be a bit of competition there, but I realized that I was the only person who applied who actually filled the criteria that we were looking for, because there are boxes that need to be ticked before you are even awarded this. So this has given me a much more encouragement for me to proceed in what I'm actually doing. And then it also gave me the belief that, okay, I'm on the right track. Yeah, basically this shows that people are actually seeing what we are doing. Yeah, so the award was so encouraging. We were awarded this prestigious award, and then also we were recognized by QCell. They also, part of the award that we gained, they also give us some cash prize, which was very helpful in the business.
So now, as someone that has been producing, tea bags, maybe someone sitting out there might want to know, where do you start, how the process goes. Now take us through the process that are involved in 2 minutes, how to make a single tea bag.
Yes, if you are a starter, of course you will need to get a little sealing machine. You will need to order a tea roll. We don't have a tea roll here. You have to order all the way to China, from China. You will need to get your packaging. You will need to get your stickers. We were using Ziploc bags and stickers before, but we are no longer using that. But as a startup, these are things that you will need. The raw materials also. And if you move from that step, then you will need a small machine like we did. We had smaller machines then. So from there, we were able to buy our bigger capacity machine that we are currently using.
So these are being, they are being pounded, the materials, the raw materials.
Yes, you will need your grinding machine. I forgot to mention because you cannot take the herb and then just put it in the machine. Yes, we have our cutter here. We have our grinding machine also. We have our tea packing machine. We also have our packing machine here that we are using.
That's it's an entertaining. It might be entertaining when you are into the production.
Yes.
Starting from one process to another.
Now, yes.
If someone want to buy these products, how do we do we buy the products?
Yes, we are in most of the supermarkets in the country. When you go to Safeway, Alfie name it, King Bakers, Haywell, you could find us in all those places, and some of the little shops that when you go around. Also, you could also get access to the teas in our store here in Bakau New Town. And then our number 3590202. Whenever you call it, you would get access to the teas.
Well, that's quite interesting. You can visit all the supermarkets that are in the country here, and then you'll be able to get Yaxare Herbal Tea. These are teas that are they have health benefits. As they are written on the package. When you buy them, you will see. Now, your final advice. What advice do you have for young entrepreneurs that are aiming to be entrepreneurs? One day.
Yeah, what I always say is they should believe in themselves. They shouldn't belittle any idea. Sometimes you think that ideas are little, but that idea could grow into something big for you. Everybody has their own talents. You might never know what your talent could bring you. So if you see that something is unique about you, try to make use of it. So this thing might explode, and then you might see the outcome of it.
Well, that's quite interesting. It's a challenging ecosystem. Entrepreneurship is always not that easy as far as we look at it, from the outside. Well, viewers, this will bring us to the end of our program here, in Bakau. This is Business in Africa on Africa Renaissance TV Network with me, Mohammed M. Seriba. Just to remind you, just follow us on Facebook, on TikTok, on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, at Africa Renaissance TV Network for more programs, here to come. Thank you so much, and then till we come here next time, I am Mohammed M. Seriba.